All right, really liked the trade I took today. Really did. I'm gonna go over it briefly, and yeah, I am currently in a paper trade on this practice account because it's based on the same bias and everything. Guys, like, bro, look at this. Wait, look at this, bro. This is one of my TPs for this paper trade, and it's just I was gonna wait. I wanted to wait till it hit TP, and then I was gonna make this, but I literally just can't. Like after I just see this, like, okay, bro, like. Like I'm basing it, or this is my first TP, just edge. Like, come on, bro. Um, kind of crazy being like quote unquote emotional during like this paper trade. I forgot to switch this back. It's kind of from yesterday, but yeah, I was just like, all right, bro. I'm just gonna make this recap. But today, I like the trade. Just gonna go over it. 1 hour. Well, no really buys today. Pre-market, little before market open, we swept these previous day lows, and that was a key for me for this trade. So we swept. This is the low we swept. Let's go on the 5 minute actually. So it wasn't nothing was looking all that. Well, let's go. I took the trade on ES, but let's go. That's how I always have it. I always tend to be move towards NQ if I'm looking for something, but yeah. So on the 5 minute, right before market opens, I thought we were gonna make this SMT, and if we made this 5 minute SMT, I was gonna just scale down and look for an entry. But I mean, if we had the SMT, market open just kept rallying. I mean, we just kept pumping, and yeah. So no 5 minute SMT. So with that being said, we gotta wait for a 5 minute retrace. Where do we see our retrace? It'd be right here, right when the macro starts. 850. Oh, why did I do that? 850, right here, start, and then that candle closes at 855. We have this fair value gap and then this reaction. I took it on ES because we had this fair value gap, and we filled it way more than we did on ES, so that's why I favorite ES more than NQ today. So today, so what I saw was this 5 minute retrace, 850, 855, close it right there. Now on the practice account, I took the same trade on the practice account right here after that candle close, and we got a bullish reaction. I can show you right now. Um, It's a lot of stuff going on, but let's go to executions. Look, okay, I went with 15 because my stop was like I was able to risk that much, but I was like, all right, that's kind of too much. So ended up selling 8. So I ended up being in 7 contracts, and take profit hit and everything. But let's not go over the practice account. So we entered straight off this bullish reaction because I was like, bro, we got this bullish reaction. Market's telling us what it wants to do. No hesitation, entry. But the lesson I learned today was where I put my stop loss. And I'm gonna watch this video today. Wait, is my thing messed up? Kind of. Okay, everything looks fine. I'm gonna watch this video today. Trading transformation on stop losses, and yeah, just another way to get better. But yeah, that was definitely something I learned today. Is I should be, I should have intent of where I put my stop loss, not just at a recent low. Um, put your stop loss at where your trade would be invalidated. And in this case, what are we basing this trade off? This fair value gap. We got a high time frame liquidity sweep, and then we got a break of structure or inverse fair value gap. Got it right here. And then we got the retrace into a fair value gap or equilibrium. In this case, we got both a retracement into this equilibrium, this low to this high, came into equilibrium, bullish reaction, but I wanted to see as break structure or inverse. And with this candle, we did both. So that's what I entered off of. And, it just goes to show you that you can have the same ideas, same strategy, but there's so many factors that can affect like a winning day or a losing day. But that's why we can't label a winning day as if we just won money. We have to label winning days and losing days as if we followed our trading plan and followed our strategy and followed everything. That's a winning day. That's a green day. So that's what we had to find consistency in, doing that day in and day out. And if there's nothing to take, there's nothing to take. Being patient. But yeah, this is why I say there's so many factors, because on the practice account, I entered right here, right? Stops, I don't remember, but entered off this reaction. Wait, let me see. So average fill probably got like, oh, either way, I was like right here. Enter right here. Probably put stops right here or even right here maybe. And then, how I do take profits. I put a text. How I do take profits, it's kind of like this. I know it's kind of a lot of stuff going on right now, but no, I think I had stops even. I don't know. But all I know is that I was able to take partials. It might have been right here. And also the reason why I was still willing. Wait, what did I just delete? Oh yeah. Another reason why, a main reason why, since we still got this placement up, you're probably asking why did you still look for a trade? Because these were our draws on liquidity. I haven't even gone over like bias and like draws on liquidity. So coming into the day, oh my god, I don't want to delete everything, bro. That's so hard to explain. Okay. Just remember this green line because I'm about to disappear it. Hide it. So this green line is equilibrium from this low to this high. And we were in equilibrium. And so I was kind of looking bullish because we swept the high time frame low. We swept this hourly low coming into 4-hour equilibrium, and then I was looking for a push up. And also our draws on liquidity were these equal highs. This is previous day highs, and this is just previous day equal highs. So that was like a strong draw on liquidity, and we had yet to hit those targets. So we had previous day highs, and then we also had previous or Asian session equal highs. I was like, bro, like we still have these targets to hit. I'm still willing to look for something. And yeah, we got stopped out before we even hit like Asian session highs. This is Asian session highs, equal highs. And then yeah, we're looking good for like 2 minutes and then dumped. But I mean, maybe any other trader would get really mad. Oh shoot, we finally hit. Oh, we finally hit it. This is, hey, just So now I'm even happier because our bias and our idea was so right. And bro, we literally, it was just this. All ITPs just got it. This video might be long because I still have a lot of things I want to cover. So where was I? Oh yeah, so yeah, that's why I was still willing to trade. But yeah, we should have had our stops right here at this first candle where we made this fair value gap. And we would have been, still, it would have been looking scary, but would have still been in the trade. And at this point, we were risking like 350. And I had 5 contracts. So, so if you multiply this 9.1, or that equates to, if you're in 5 contracts, this is going to be, on ES, it's going to be doubled, but on NQ, it's going to be actually that amount. So double that. So that's how much this would be. And I wanted to risk 350. That's just kind of how I've been. I wish I could risk, like, I probably could have risked more. Like, I should give myself a range, like 350, 400. Just depending on, I don't know, it's hard to, like, in real time, it's hard to just like manage like the risk and stuff. If you know, you know. But yeah, if I had stops where I should have, this would have been 400, would have been saved. And yeah, you just see this, like, damn, bro. And it just took forever though, like up and then down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Bro, what else do I need to say? But yeah, that was the main takeaway that I'm gonna learn. Put the stop loss, where your trade would be invalidated. Okay, oh yeah, I say it. So the trade I went into again on the practice account. So when I got stopped out, I was done. So, but I still believed in our bias. So I saw this. Sure, yeah, we swept some low time frame liquidity, and then yeah, I entered solely off this break of structure and inverse, and we also got this retracement. Honestly, wanted to enter again. I was like literally contemplating to enter again on the eval, but I was like, I stopped myself. I was like, nah, can't, because then if we lost, we would have lost pretty big. We could have risked it a little bit, but just gonna take my L. One trade a day. Even though my trading plan allows for 2 trades, but I was like, I'm done. Let's walk away. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And yeah, so I just took out the practice because I wanted more reps. Just getting more screen time and stuff doesn't hurt, especially in the live market. So after that inverse, I entered solely off that, and then no one judged me for how I do take profits. Oh yeah, I have it right here. So this is where I entered right here. This is my stop loss based on these lows. Trying to see if I applied the stop loss thing to this, because maybe I looked into it when I was in this trade. I think this stop loss was just based on this low, but yeah, targeting this is my TP1 based on this line right here, and then TP2 was based on equal previous day highs, and it just got hit. So yeah, so my take profits for this trade were based on this green line Wait, what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this wasn't our stop. I forgot. Our stop's right here. So this is the actual trade. So yeah, that line's perfect. So our first take profit was based on, I used this tool. It's based on that. And then my second, it probably lasts unless we would have had a runner, was based on what we just hit, these equal previous day highs. And then if okay, so I probably would have took three off right here, one off here, or maybe like what I just did on the practice, three off here and then two on this last one. But honestly, I could have had a runner. But yeah, definitely would have, since I was at five contracts, definitely would have took three off here, and then however I would have managed the position. But yeah, just a beautiful day. Our bias was right. I mean, like we literally just very unfortunate, but so glad this. Well, I'm not glad I lost, but I'm just looking at the bright side of things. Like we're learning a lesson here that we can use to avoid in the future that could save us from a loss. And so, you know, I'm just trying to find the silver lining, and I can't. Why can't I be mad? Because I followed my rules, and I just had to have that same mentality every day coming in. Just try to get 1% better every day, and yeah, just okay. So if we got stopped out and then we were just completely wrong, and just ends up going down, then I would have been like, damn, because I was wrong. Even though I did, it would kind of get to my head, not gonna lie. But since it ended up playing out, pretty satisfied. Even if it, ended up dumping, you just had to swallow it and swallow your ego and just keep going. I've been talking for 17 minutes. Hold up, let me get a. But yeah, bro. Honestly, very happy with this day. Is there anything I need to say else? Uh, this is the practice count, but we can go over P&L. Yesterday I did take something on this, but the risk management though. But yeah, still up on the month. Barely up. As you know, the higher you go above 50K, the higher your maximum limit is gonna go. And so, we're green on the month. I really wanted an undefeated week, but we can't chase that. We have to chase following our rules, following our strategy, and using risk management. So, yeah, great day. Can't be mad at this. Tomorrow, oh yeah, we didn't have any news today. Trump speaking. We had this, but really nothing. And so, yeah, tomorrow we have this. At 9, so we're definitely gonna wait for that. And Friday is NFP, so Friday we're definitely not trading because Powell's gonna speak 2 hours into market open, and I'm not waiting that long. And plus, I usually cut off the charts like 10 to 10:30. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be the last day of the week to potentially take something, take a trade, and yeah, hopefully we end green on green on the month, but also hopefully we end up green on the week. I was really hoping for an undefeated week. It's been a very long time, or ever, if I ever had a winning week or undefeated week, but losses are inevitable. Can't control the outcome, and yeah, can't be mad at this. So now I have the whole day to do what I want. I'm gonna study, hit the gym, watch this video, get better, get 1% better. I'm at 20 minutes already, so yeah, I'm probably gonna call it right here. Probably my longest video ever, but 1% better every day. Let's get it. Goodbye. Ree.